Good morning and welcome to Master Trader, where you can learn to use simple market and stock analysis to make money investing and trading. I'm Greg Capper. Today we're looking at the markets and asking the question like everybody else, are these trade war tariffs going to crash this market? When the news came out yesterday of one of the White House whoever they are, we really don't care, we're technical traders, leaving, the markets had gapped down, and that on top of this trade war conversation has got the market in jitters. But the jitters actually started several weeks ago after the breakout bar failure up here and the big drop, and now this move up, which failed on this little mini breakout. It's a continuation pattern, and what we call a measured move actually failed to follow through. Prices came back in, broke through the low, bottoming tail bar, some stabilization, and then last night we had this gap down, and markets were down a decent amount. When you look at the charts, it really doesn't look like that big of a deal, but it just gapped down and reached some support and kind of ground its way back up, and now is backing off from this minor resistance area here. So right now, prices are trading inside of this range, which is all of these days here. The last few days are trading inside of last week's range. So inside range, inside an inside range equals a lot of indecision right now. So we'll see how far this gets to go today, whether it rolls back over, and so on. As I said, right now there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and trading from the daily time frame here really doesn't make any sense. The odds are not in your favor to determine the direction. Nasdaq futures pretty much look the same, inside last week's range, inside of what this little pocket of bars happening right here, bottoming tail. You can see a little head and shoulders type of price action that's going on here. We'll see if it actually follows through or whether this continues to go sideways. One of the comments left yesterday's video was clear as mud, and that was from Frank, and it was spot on, meaning what's happening in the markets right now are as clear as mud. And that is the essence of a choppy, whippy trading range, and that's what's going on right now. Dow futures were down over 400 last night. They recovered a little bit. They are up, down 250-ish here. They're showing relative weakness, and that they have not been able to even get above that gap down area. They hit the support and kind of grinding its way up here. One of the concepts from Master Trader Technical Strategies is that when prices do break below an area of support or move down to it and chop sideways, the longer it spends there, the greater the odds of breaking lower. The longs that bought here created this bottoming tail bar. Not seeing follow through, and the longer it stays down there, they lose confidence and move lower. They enter or exit their longs, and prices fall. So from a master trader perspective, when we look at charts, we don't look at candlesticks from the point of view of this is a morning star or dark cloud covers and all of these fancy names. We look at the psychology behind the patterns and what other traders and investors, what are their expectations? What are they thinking? What are they going to do based on the pattern? What are they going to do as the pattern has developed further? Okay? So here is one stock that is having an ugly day this morning. It's done fairly well recently, having moved up, but it broke to the downside here early in the year. And here's an example where it hasn't been able to rally. Now it's gapping down today, and this is going to be on my personal list as a gap trade today, since it's gapping below all of this support. You can see where it's trading right now, and I'll use the intraday time frame to pick a spot to trade this. If you're interested in trading gaps for a living, go to mastertrader.com/gap trader. I have a course there that'll teach you everything about doing this for a living. And if you use a TC2000 software, I'll even provide you with my personal scans and page for finding the best gap trades in the morning. Good trading, everyone. We'll talk soon.